Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Be a Movie Snob. Guys, we're getting started on the awards season already. That's happening now.
Right this minute.
Right now. And sure, you're thinking, but Seth, we're not even close to getting to the Oscars. We're not even close to the Golden Globes.
We don't even know who's nominated.
We don't even know who's going to be nominated. But rest assured, listener, we kind of probably do.
We have a feeling.
We probably know there's 10 possibilities. So
And the other 9 haven't been released.
yeah, and they won't be released until after the Oscars are over. So this is the only movie we'll
It'll
be
be
watching.
a short series this year.
And we'll be done before Thanksgiving. It's going to be wonderful. So we are jumping in because there are some movies that are being released now, and they aren't probably going to be released until after the Oscars, frankly. So we've decided to start this Oscar season. And as usual, my name is Seth Smoke Halligan, obviously. I'm joined by Mariah Stack Gillette. And obviously, Patrick.
I'd rather be called cornbread, I think.
I was thinking I
Cornbread.
want to be
I was gonna
cornbread.
I was going to get Pat Cornbread.
Right.
Ah.
You could be
Slim?
cornbread.
Pat Cornbread.
I'll
You can
be
be
Slim.
Slim. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Snap to Slim Jim. Slim Patrick.
Good, Nick.
I could have been Smokes. I could have been Seth Smokestack. Well, the ladies don't have as cool names though. Well, you could be Remick. We can call you Remick. Is that cool?
Mary.
No, the ladies didn't
I'll
get
be
it.
Mariah.
Yeah, they could have had some
You
cool
and Annie.
names too. Like the last movie we did, we had Bloody Mary. That was a good one.
Well, Mary's kind of bloody in this one.
Hey-o.
Yep. Guys,
Spoilers.
a lot of spoilers already, and there will be tons of spoilers.
Sorry.
This movie. Do you guys want to do a little intro of this movie here? What do you guys know about this movie? This movie was released in 2025.
Yeah.
Yep,
Its
true.
main two characters are being played by the same person,
Much like the Parent Trap.
much like the Nutty Professor. No, not the Clumps.
Clutch performer in NBA Finals.
Yes. Also, great boxer.
Yeah.
Decent baseball player.
Nepo boxer.
Nepo boxer. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, not the A. Jordan.
No.
No, nope. He's the B. Jordan.
Directed by the one and only Ryan Coogler.
And written.
So we're going to narrow it down with those two names. We've narrowed it down to like 5 movies. It could be.
Oh, seriously? They've been together that many
They
movies?
like each other a lot.
Oh, that's
I
sweet.
think they've done a lot together.
Oh, that's sweet. I mean, it's the only one in 2025, so that also kind of gave it away as well. This movie takes place after World War I, before World War II. It takes place in the Deep South,
Mississippi.
And it's predominantly told from the African American point of view during this time, which you think this is going to be a different kind of movie than it was. Usually in that time period, just to be frank, it's not a fun time to be in the South. Well,
No.
there's a lot of things. We're from the North, so I'm going to try to keep my mouth shut and try to not speak about things I don't know.
We
so
don't know anything.
we don't know anything. Mariah,
We are.
We weren't there.
the
what
pale
are
variety.
you? I mean, what movie are we watching today?
Oh.
Hey,
Sinners.
We
watched Sinners.
Oh, we watched Sinners.
Or grilled cheese.
Also,
Was that what
we
it was
watched
called?
the movie called Sinners as well, not just watching other Sinners.
I watched Sinners all over the place today. And at my house on a TV.
Sinner. I
Oh, boy.
am excited that this movie
Slow start.
is almost a lock for almost every award. Like no one is questioning whether this one is going to be nominated or at all. Like this one seems to be a pretty solid lock. There's a couple others that have been released at this point that are like maybe, probably, but this one's like, oh yeah, this one's a lock, which is kind of fun this early because usually, unless it's directed by Denis Villeneuve, we don't know if it's going to be a lock this early. So that's kind of fun. Kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, this was released April 18th of this year.
Yeah.
This was one of your birthday day picks.
This was a movie day pick because it came out in that sweet, sweet time right before my birthday.
That's great. Pat, what day is your birthday again?
It'd be April 20th.
420. That's right. Is there any other notable people that are born on that day?
Not C.
Yes. Sadly, I do share a birthday with one Adolf Hitler.
Yep. I just like to bring that up. Pat does a little thing called the movie marathon, the 420
Epic Movie Day.
Epic Movie Day. EMD.
Yeah, the old EMD.
We're gonna, when we air this, it's gonna be
Fast
3
forward?
times the
Oh,
speed,
good.
just
Thank
to be
goodness.
normal.
Pat, do you remember what movies you went to on the EMD down?
Yeah, well, I didn't
420?
actually remember. I had to look it up.
Oh, okay, nice.
The 41st.
But I did. I believe it was the. Let's double check here.
We are going to have to speed this up.
We did
really crawl around
The
right
Amateur,
Intermission.
The
This is
Accountant
intermission.
2,
Number 1.
now. Ooh.
Warfare, Sinners, and Until Dawn.
Ooh,
And
a lot of
Sinners was
horror
my
movies.
IMAX feature.
Dope.
As it was meant.
Okay.
He saw it as it was meant to be.
That's so cool. There's so many scenes.
So when it went, I
Yeah.
was like, yes,
Bro,
give it to me.
and those the scenes on the road that were just like wide open.
So Pat, you should
sky.
just do this one.
Yeah, this will be the Pat show now. We now know that we no longer have to speak.
Well,
That's great.
had either of
happened?
you seen it?
Previous to this week of watching, no,
Yeah.
I have not. I've not. This is my first time. Well, I watched it twice, but yes, these are the first 2 times I watched it.
So you caught it on the home box office.
I called the
Yeah,
home
it
box
was
office, and then I watched it again on my phone. So I feel like I really got that home experience.
Once a month or 2 ago, and once today.
I will.
Okay, great.
I will say this: I really enjoyed having the earbuds in watching this movie. That actually, 'cause
Oh, yeah,
it's
the
so
music,
it's
yeah.
so immersive. So that was really nice. So I wish I did kept
Yeah.
the earbuds in while watching my TV. That would have been probably
Right.
the way to go.
Laptop viewing really required a lot of volume up, volume down
Yeah, not good.
stuff.
Not good.
I wouldn't recommend it that way.
Yeah.
That's
For
a,
sure.
That's
Not
a
good.
bummer.
Guys, before we get into it, we like to start with a little thing called cold brews and hot takes. And unfortunately, I don't think any of us grabbed an Irish brew this week, which we all should have. This movie was the best. I watched House of Guinness and I watched Sinners, and I'm all out of Guinness. It was just so wrong. So in my heart, I have a Guinness, guys, just for the record, in my heart for this movie, because that's literally what started the
half of his
movie.
blood volume
Started the
is
movie.
Guinness. It's fine.
Hey, Pat, you want to start us off since you are the old hand here? Since you've been acquainted with Sinners for quite a while.
You take
Oh,
it,
yeah.
cornbread.
Take it, cornbread.
Most of the year. I mean, I'm rocking a beer that sounds like it could have been a character in this movie. Johnny Utah.
Oh, that's
It was not.
great.
It was not a character in this movie, but and my hot take is a dumb joke in that
Oh.
this movie should have been called From Dusk Till Dawn 2 Acoustic Boogaloo.
That's great.
There you go.
Okay, pretty good, Pat. That was pretty
Excellent.
Which
Excellent.
is not that hot, but I have feelings about
good.
it.
That's pretty great.
So we can get
Till
into it.
dusk till dawn. Was it acoustic boogaloo? That's great.
Acoustic Boogaloo could have been acoustic Hutu.
Oh, good,
Blue
good.
as,
That's good
you know-
too. Although it wasn't acoustic
Yeah,
the whole time. We got.
No,
some
it
interesting
wasn't.
things.
It wasn't.
That was pretty good. My beer also could have been a character in this. The old German.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was donning a white
Definitely,
hat.
he was donning white. Well, it was they leaned into the Irish white hat wearers rather than the German white hat wearers. I did notice. So, and that was a very kind of a fun. We could talk about that, how that was interesting from especially since the Irish were not liked for times as well. So it was kind of an interesting thing, and they talked about that. So my hot take was. This movie is a lot of fun if you have no idea it's of the twist. This movie was bonkers to me when I watched this, because when I started watching this movie, I'm like, oh, cool. This is like the period piece, whatever. What is going on? And I was freaking out, and I couldn't believe what I was watching. And I'm like, I did not sign up for this. This is what? So if you can.
So you're scared?
No, I was thrilled. I was scared. It's not
Horrified?
for a quote unquote horror. It's not like a horror. The substance was. I kept thinking about what movie to compare it to, and the substance was like opposite. That's all body horror, and so I was like, it's kind of fun. This like the movies that are being nominated are such different versions of the same genre. So no, I had a blast not knowing what it was. I think not knowing what this movie about made it way more fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I going into the first time, I knew it was a mishmash of things, and it was interesting as you watch it, like going through all those things and trying to figure out how they are actually connecting. I actually found the second watch that kind of washed over me easier in a good way.
Yeah,
because I just
Same.
knew what it was, and then it was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was able to dig in more as opposed to kind of being lost in the movie. I think it is fun to experience it that way, but it's also like I'm trying to identify it and my brain's doing work it shouldn't be doing.
Agreed.
And this time I was like, oh, I understand you now, movie. Just feed me.
That was great. All right, Mariah, what's your hot take from?
Well, my hot take, and I don't know if I mean, I do feel this. I guess I do. I guess my hot take is much like True Grit. Haley Steinfeld could have been played by anyone else, and this movie would still be good.
Oh. Harsh.
Sorry. I like her voice. I like her music, but no.
I get it. I get this hot take.
I don't know if I'm like 100% convicted, but it is what I felt when I wrote it down.
No, it's not bad.
5 minutes ago on the paper.
I don't think I'd argue.
Feel like it was a tough role to cast and play because of what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I was also very aware that she's 10 years younger than him in real life. So I was like, ugh. I mean, I know she's not
10 years is...
in her teens anymore.
I was like, yeah, it's not crazy anymore.
But you still just...
And Michael B. Jordan just looks great all the
I was
time.
like,
So he doesn't...
He could, yeah. Two of them is great.
He passes.
2 is fine. Could have had triplets. That'd have been cool too.
This is turning into quite a different show. Mariah's.
I think I'm blushing. It's not a hot flash.
I got a
I'm
fan
blushing.
going on me.
It's getting a little
Otherwise,
uncomfortable.
I'm
All right,
feeling
okay.
it. Yeah.
That was my hot
man.
take.
That's a good one. My other hot take
Okay.
was...
Sorry, Haley.
Was this is Michael B. Jordan's second best bad guy he's ever played. Yeah. It was good, but it still was like,
what other bad guy?
Oh, he's in this little indie movie called Black Panther.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, really?
Oh, that would be... Mariah.
Yeah.
That would be on the list of
another
movies
rhyme.
that I want to watch with my kid who's not willing to move past.
That's arguably the best Marvel movie ever made.
Yeah.
Arguably.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I would love
It's
to
very
weigh
cool.
in on it.
I mean, it's still a Marvel movie, but the fact
And
that...
he's great
yeah.
in it.
He is. And I much love to Chadwick, but Michael B's bad guy really makes that movie. Like, that's... It,
Like
it's
a
just,
good bad guy.
I mean, it's like a lot of those movies, right? That's the more scenery chewing role. It's pretty tough to be the stoic lead. And, again, Chadwick Boseman is amazing in it. But
I agree. Chadwick makes it not boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a very fun
bad guy
character.
Yeah. That's not very hot take because this bad guy's kind of the whatever.
Not really a bad
not
guy.
really- it's a yeah.
Well, he's sort of a. It's interesting, like how bad did Stack become compared to who Stack was before? The night ended.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like, I'm not sure.
That's funny. All right, let's get into it. Guys, spoilers out the wazoo right now. This movie's a doozy and a half.
If you didn't watch it in April, May, June, July, August, September.
Dusk Till Dawn didn't give it away, this is a vampire movie. It doesn't feel like a vampire movie, and it's not a vampire movie until about 1/3 into it. And then 1/3 into it, you're like, oh, what's this white person doing?
And still,
Why is he
it's so
burnt?
character driven
Oh, it's great.
that you're like, it's like a sidebar.
And I
Well,
really,
really, the vampirism part is kind of more,
It's really,
allegory.
a tool. There you go. Make it deep.
Yeah,
Pat,
like
yeah.
it's really just a quirk of the town.
Yeah. And debatably, not the worst element in that town.
No.
Depending on how you look at it.
I would have rather have been a vampire than a clan member.
Well,
in
the
this.
vampires were also clan members, so there's
Well,
that too. I mean, they did start it all. I mean,
Vampirism?
But,
they were the first ones to get, vampired.
You got vampired. Bad.
But then their minds were opened a wider as part of the collective. It's kind of an interesting, like Borgish vampire.
Oh,
thing.
nice! I like that.
That's the other thing I just kind of liked about this movie was like how much they leaned into, vampire story tropes and things, but made it feel casual. Like they weren't, even though there's a whole section around like, when she's like, oh, these aren't hates, these are vampires. And no one really reacts to that news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like because they were like,
and there was like, here's rules, like here's what we gotta do. It didn't feel like it beat us over the head with like what vampires are or do in a weird way.
Because they're playing some great music and they're amazing Irish dancers. I mean, you're kind of just like, well, I'm a little charmed still by them.
Oh yeah, no, they're great.
That was a feature of the movie. Like they made it seem compelling.
Yeah.
To be, even before they turn people, right? When they're playing the music, you see Stack and Cornbread being like, it's pretty good music.
Yeah.
Like,
it's compelling to the end, arguably.
Yeah.
To be honest, and
yeah,
we can
you're
talk
sort
about
of
the
like,
ending as well. So yeah. So let's
you're sort of like, how bad is it?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like you ruined it. Yeah, we're jumping so far ahead. Okay.
I know.
This movie, okay, let's little plot down here. We got two guys coming from Chicago. This is Stack and Smoke, and they are twin brothers, come back from Chicago from doing nefarious who knows what. They never did explain it thoroughly. They give little flashbacks, perhaps, but we don't really know. They're coming back to where they're from, which is Mississippi. I'm not sure. Yeah, Mississippi, and they buy an old. What do they buy? The old, not slaughterhouse, but the old
something like that, though.
It was a lumber yard.
Something like that. I feel like that's not it. Anyways, they buy the old sawmill. That's what it was.
Because it was a mill. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sawmill.
And they start getting ready to make a juke joint, and they get all their old compadres back in there to be the bouncer. One guy, Slim, to be the singer. Their little nephew to be the blues guitar player. And they kind of bring it around. Ex-girlfriends to be the cook, and they definitely have a reputation. Everyone knows about them, and definitely things are going on. And they're like, "Oh, where'd you get this money? How'd you do this?" Everyone's kind of like, "What's going on?" But everyone's up for the party when you get Slim and Preacher Boy together. You got to hear yourself some good music, and so that starts to get rolling along there. In the meantime, some Choctaw people are chasing after a half-burnt dude. Who found some clan members. That's how it's written, guys. That's just how it's written. I was a little bummed that Choctaw didn't come back later. I was hoping the Choctaw was going to come back and help him kill him.
I also loved that it was just this, again, not explained.
Yeah,
like,
not at all.
You just go, these Choctaw folk know what's up with vampires.
So then the one vampire who the Choctaw warned to Irish, and we know they're clan members because you see like the hood. They're very racist right away, and then all of a sudden you see the red eyes, and one of them's been eaten, and then they're both eaten, and the next thing we know is they're walking towards the juke joint,
picking and a singing,
and they see the juke joint not as the juke joint, but just flames in their eyes. All they see is the flames. So meanwhile, back at the juke joint, everything's happening, getting it on. Exes are kind of rekindling, literally getting it on. And then people start disappearing outside the door, and before we know it, rando people are just kind of acting weird,
asking to be invited in,
but
not just
I love that.
in.
That's one of those things I love so much.
That was
cool.
cool.
you gonna let me in or what?
Are you gonna block the doorway? The fact that Mary
Yeah.
gets through is the craziest part. It's just like, oh, well, yeah.
Well, cornbread.
Yeah, cornbread. What's he gonna do?
Oh, cornbread.
And so before we know it, people are realizing, oh no, something's happening, and there's a main ex-girlfriend of Stax, who is
Smoke, I think.
Yeah, Smoke. Annie, Smoke, Mary Stack,
Thank you. Okay,
I believe.
I just remember at the end has it the
One of our followers might correct us if we need it.
and
Well, yeah, because she's like, get rid of the smoke, and I believe that was get rid of that part of yourself.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Anyway, I think
that was good. No, I was talking
it
about
was hard to
I was
remember.
talking about the gal who looks Caucasian but
Mary.
Oh, that's Mary,
that's
Yeah,
Mary.
she's part.
and she is with Stack.
And she's with Stax. So Stack's
Yeah.
girlfriend goes out
Mm-hmm.
and she ends up becoming a zombie, or no, not a zombie, sorry,
Vampire.
vampires, whatever. And then that's when Stack gets bit first and they kills her and they shoot Mary a bunch of times.
And then he dies for a little bit.
And she doesn't die. It's like, we are going to kill all of you. And then all of a sudden,
I like that she.
It's
I
a
love that whole.
standoff.
She runs out. We're gonna come back and kill y'all.
I know, I'm like,
And
she can
just
come
goes
back in.
running.
But I don't know how the rules work. It is nice to have that kind of like random thing going down. And then the zombie movie begins. It's like everything
Vampire.
else. Vampire movie begins.
There's no
Sorry.
zombies.
It feels like a zombie movie. They're stuck in a house.
Vampire.
They're coming in the house. They can't come in the house. They can't. They're buried up and they can't. And then it just ran. The creepiest part is how likable. And I admitted a bunch of stuff, like the three people who first were vampires started like, hey, we want to join you, and they sang this gorgeous song, and it's definitely. It was a very fun as a white folk fan, because it's like everything that like resonated with
Right.
our culture as
Northwestern
folk lovers who our family members
We would be
literally
like,
play this music.
absolutely,
We're
come
like,
on
that
in
is
here, you
gorgeous, and it's like, oh, that's like the evil
But
sound.
as Southern
it's so
Southern
good.
African Americans, you're not gonna trust these people who are just
Right.
like kind of giving you a sly grin and just wanting to get in there.
Very fun, and it's fun because it's like we are shown this, and we're shown that, oh, this is the outside culture. That's like, what do you want doing here? Is like, we like the blues. We want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And then that collective thing you're talking about, and this is so. Let's jump into it now, because this is where, man, those vampires. It's true that the idea of education making you a better person. I mean, sure, you got to suck a little blood here and there, but education, sure, that's very Star Trek: The Next Generation going on here. Very TNG.
What was interesting too in this movie was it was about expansion versus like murder. There wasn't a lot of characters that just died.
They wanted especially what's his face, the cousin,
Yeah, Sammy.
Yeah, they really did.
to be with them because they wanted his music so badly.
To conjure,
Yeah.
lost loves or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was kind of what made the vampire side appealing in the movie. Was it obviously they were killing you, and you could get into the religious side of like your soul is damned or whatever happens
Right.
if you become a vampire. But like
But you also
they
wonder
weren't
what the
murdering people gone in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
Well,
and also just it kind of opens up the question of who are the sinners in this.
Oh, Mariah's getting to the
Like,
meat
is
right
it-
away.
I
Right
mean-
away, she's getting to it.
Mr. Gomsford would be really proud if I made this English teacher high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are the real sinners here? Are they saving them? Are they killing them?
And what does it mean to be a sinner? That's the other thing too. It's the
Mm-hmm.
the concept of what is morality, what is, and like the first line. It's funny. I always go back to the Irish beer being the hook, because when he gives it to Slim, that's what flips Slim to join them. But the line Slim says before that is, "It's all a sinner like me could ever hope for," and it's such a good like. It's like, and the transition started there, and that's when he said yes. Then it was like game on, and
there's a lot of good foreshadowing in the movie. Again, when you watch it a second time, you're like, ah ha ha ha. like, we'll bring Sammy back in one piece, and he's like, you can drive it home on the way back or whatever with the
Yeah.
car.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, there's just little fun elements that you go, there's fun little script writing stuff you guys are doing there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the other thing that stood out to me more this time was how they were all kind of damned from the get-go, either financially, right? The juke joint wasn't going to work out. There wasn't enough money because they were dealing with plantation, like wooden coins and stuff.
Oh
The
yeah.
clan was going to come murder them in the morning,
Yeah. Yep.
and vampires were outside. Or like probably the mob, chasing them down from Chicago was going to like end them
Yeah.
horribly or something.
Yeah.
So there's sort of this like, none of this was ever going to work out in any way.
Yeah.
So like what?
Kind of like you
optimistic...
could never actually go home. You could never actually escape your past.
There's no surviving. This night.
Something's gonna end very soon, and we just don't know what way yet.
Yeah. Very much so.
You're all doomed.
And I found that just kind of interesting. Well, because that's where, even the offer from the vampires is like stronger. It's like, you're going to get killed in the morning.
Yeah. Join us.
And, obviously that doesn't quite work out how the clan planned it. But, in theory, why didn't the clan come at night, by the way? Why did they wait till morning? I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah.
Outside of plot reasons.
Because plot.
Yeah.
That's why.
I was like,
no, it was very.
But I found that pretty interesting.
Very fun watching this a second time, because then you could actually think about like, oh, it's the two personalities or the dualism of character, Smoke and Stack, and what does it mean to be, a sinner, and the dual concepts of who am I really, and so and really that's a question for every character.
Well, and also in watching it twice, for me, you really start seeing the differences between Smoke and Stack. You're like, okay, these really are two different people, and it makes it even more compelling. Like his acting in this, he really makes them two individuals, not just the special effects making this work so well, but the fact that he acted the heck out of both characters.
Yeah.
One, and the backstories that they built in, right? Like the idea that Smoke had more trauma coming, like his hands shook.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't roll his own cigarettes.
Yeah, the fact he's smoking a pipe when he's not with his brother to roll them for him. That was really cool.
But like that he carried something heavier than his brother did, and was like, I don't know, it's like, does that mean he had a different like moral code, and that he wasn't as broken by the war, or
and
like, I don't know, there's just sort of interesting things you can ask yourself about them.
Right. And him having Annie as his significant other, she's the maternal, the healer, the kind of
witch doctor,
whatever. She did a few different things. Yeah,
probably a chiropractor too.
Yeah, probably. Acupuncture. Herbalist. Versus very immature Mary, who's childhood sweetheart kind of situation.
Oh, this movie.
Do we want to get into Mary of it all?
Yeah.
And the casting and.
Oh yeah, let's go into it. So,
dive in.
Yeah, dive in, Pat.
So Mary is a white presenting woman of color. I don't know that we totally get into what her parents were exactly, but she is not white. She's mixed race.
I feel like she was like a
some degree, like a mom,
granddaughter somehow, or mom or dad were half, something like that.
Yeah,
my mom's.
But she could be very passable as white, which is why a lot of people were kind of saying, "Why are you hanging out here?"
Yeah, and I think there was sort of the backstory of Stack trying to like have her get married off to a white guy.
Yep.
Maybe like to have her have a better life
Yeah.
than what he thought he could offer her, but
Save her,
unclear a little bit.
sacrifice. Yeah.
But we know. I mean, I don't know what Haley Steinfeld's actual background is. If she's got anything, nothing obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the same lineage as her character, but it's kind of a crazy role to cast because it's like it is just kind of a white lady, and so there's this interesting. I think
Although,
that's partially helpful in that,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
you know, like for all intents and purposes, she would experience that same kind of I don't know, I guess sense of identity, like should I be playing this role? But people in the story don't know what she is or would assume she's
Right.
not black. I don't know. There's something interesting about that. But then you go, well, who can you cast in this that is white presenting but maybe is
Could be passable as yeah.
And there's some actresses I can kind of think of, but I tend to think of them. They would still kind of read as a woman of color.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna go weird way here. So Mariah Carey. Who's the guy on the Clippers? Also very fair. Blake.
Oh, Blake.
Yeah.
He dated a Kardashian. What's his name?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I married one for like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, really? That's funny.
No. That was the other
basketball player.
What's his face?
Yeah. So
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. Thank
Blake
you.
Griffin, nice job.
I was like, is his first name Blake or is his last name?
Blake. We
Had a moment.
I didn't know that they were black in any way, shape, or form. Like I didn't know that was, and I didn't know Mariah Carey was black. I didn't at all. Like I had no clue. Which people are like, seriously?
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up.
Well, we have friends that I mean, one in particular I'm thinking of right now where we're kind of like, oh, I didn't know.
Well,
that person was.
So I guess
half.
I'm guessing you could have picked someone who was ethnically ambiguous because we have lots of friends, and the more
like the lady that played Bloody Mary in South Pacific.
Yeah, but she looks Asian. Like there's, she looks Polynesian. Like there's
but she wasn't Tonkinese.
No, she wasn't Tonkinese, but she was. Yeah, yeah. Yes. So it is interesting because that's like how accurate, but it is a movie. So yeah. So Haley Steinfeld is Filipino, African American, and European Jewish. So
I think I saw that she did some ancestral
melting
stuff,
pot.
But
yeah. So it is, but I think this is a weird thing to say.
But there's just so many people.
I don't think it's that hard anymore.
In the biz, yeah, that could
I don't think it's that hard anymore. Yeah.
I mean, we can all prove. Not us personally because we're so European.
Island trash.
So British Isles. Except that one mailman in the.
I know. In the family, the old German.
Well,
the old German we call him. The old German in the family.
Yeah.
The OG.
There's an actress. Again, I don't know if it works better or worse. There's an actress who was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and a bunch of other stuff I've kind of seen. Mm-hmm. Whose name is Erin Kellyman, and her dad's Jamaican and her mom's Irish, I think, something like that. So she's got somewhat, black features, but she's got red curly hair.
Oh yeah,
it's kind
that's
of this
cool.
wild mishmash and freckles.
So cool. So
and
pretty.
you kind of go like, she could. That's a lot. I don't know. It's like an interesting
anybody with
version
slightly darker complexion, darker hair could probably fit. It's really the question is like which actress or who could.
Okay, so it
just feels like such a.
This is the real question, guys. Are we talking about do actors and actresses have to be accurate in their ethnicity now, when in the past they obviously weren't? That's the real question we're asking.
I think it's fair to give them priority to be able to represent themselves, their own ethnicity.
Yeah, I think we should probably stop Rob Schneidering. But
yeah,
I think there's flexibility
don't cancel.
in who you can cast.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's
I feel
it's a
ill-equipped
interesting
to answer
question.
that question.
Well, the reason is like
I think whoever acts their way into the part is the great one. But
sure, but I would say there's so many. We have such a wider breadth of accessibility to people who can act all over the world now. Like before, for a while there was always Japanese actors who played Chinese people, and now there's a lot of Chinese actors who played Japanese people because there was more Chinese actors, like members of the geisha was Chinese people playing Japanese. Anyways, so but are we to a point where we're finally like, oh no, accuracy is like legit? Like, I mean, obviously British.
It feels nice, right?
Yeah,
When you kind of go,
I feel like it's almost
hey, cool.
it's kind of nice. Like we can kind
And
of
the talent pool is there, to
Yeah.
your point, right?
Yes.
Well, because we made a big deal about this. Well, I think we did. In what was that kind of nightmarish Mexican, French, Italian movie from last year?
Mariah's favorite, Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. No.
Because that was also
No, the weird musical that had Zoe Saldana in it.
oh yeah,
gosh,
Maria
Yes.
something.
Amelia Perez.
Amelia
Yeah.
Perez.
Right, where you kind of go, you couldn't find any Mexican women in these roles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was also very specific too. That's hard to cast. Too.
I know,
But then we
again,
also-
I think we had that conversation where you're like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
Also-
why can't you?
Yeah. Also having
How hard did you try?
also the Scorsese movie where we're getting like native, indigenous people represented finally
Yeah, it's dope.
getting to act like not John Wayne white people,
John Wayne being
dressed
checked
up in horrible wigs and hooting and
yeah,
hollering
no.
and calling themselves
It's
Cherokee.
great.
I think
It's fun
I
now.
think we just know more, and so like it feels like I'm not fooled by the movies anymore in the way I once was, where I was just ignorant to any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
well, now I don't buy that this white guy is actually an Asian detective,
Yeah. Or the original
oh my goodness.
Aladdin where you're like, nope,
That's funny.
not okay either.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's I think we just I don't always buy it. I think Haley Steinfeld did fine in the movie.
Yeah. She's fine.
She did do fine. She
I didn't-
sings great. She's really pretty.
I wish
Her
she
costumes,
sings
her
a
hair was
song,
great. I just felt
She
like
wrote
she's
and
just
performed a
easily
song.
someone else.
but she didn't sing in this movie in a way that I thought was kind of
Dangerous, is that the name of it?
disappointing. Yeah, but it wasn't like a part of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
I
was
kept
like-
looking for it because then once I realized that she had done that, I was like, well, which one is hers? Because she's not actually singing in any of them.
Yeah. But no, I think we just kind of appreciate representation more because it feels authentic.
And it's
Or maybe
easier to do,
we
yeah.
demand
Yeah.
authenticity more out of movies.
Yeah. 100%.
In the same way,
100%.
people have pushed back against CG because it stopped feeling authentic to them,
Mm-hmm.
the,
and
day,
it's just the CG you notice.
the days of Dick Van Dyke doing a British accent are long gone. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Mostly,
Or
although
Mickey
you
Rooney
go,
as a Chinese.
Annie-
Yeah, well, that was obvious one.
Annie in the movie was born in Nigeria, but she's got kind of this soft British accent. She's been in a bunch of great stuff like Lovecraft Country and
Mm-hmm.
Loki and stuff. But like, the accent thing, whatever. It kind of everything goes, I guess. Unless you're American, we kind of don't really tolerate a mediocre American doing an Irish or British accent.
Oh
much
yeah, those
anymore.
are so scrutinized. You're like, what? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anybody else, any UK, Australian, they can do America no problem. We don't
Sure,
care.
they're very good, better than we are.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. It's like,
Hmm.
everybody can be American. Americans can't be that many other people authentically.
All right. So let's back to Sinners. Let's talk about.
Oh.
Or are we
Sure.
still talking about the movie?
I know. I don't know. I was like, we're kind of talking about.
We're just ripping apart
Irish.
Haley Steinfeld's ethnicity.
I know. Leave her alone.
She
Mariah.
did
was
fine. I blame-
I'm sorry. I
blame you,
said
Mariah.
sorry, Haley. I didn't mean to make you my hot take, but it was an
I wish she
actual
sang.
hot take,
Yeah.
which is why I
wish she
shrunk back
joined in.
because I hate having actual opinions that are strong and negative towards people.
Yeah. I there's so many. I want to jump into kind of fun facts because I think it'll kind of spur some other things. But it's so impressive that Ryan Coogler does movies that are just so different. Like this is I think this feels so different than anything else I've seen of his.
Right.
That it was just refreshing. So
I love what motivates him to do all these different things. I love that it comes from like, oh, I had this experience, or I had this relative that lived in Mississippi, and that's where I always wanted to do something that was like that. Or
oh, that's cool.
I feel like he's just so driven by personal experience and curiosity, and comes from an authentic kind of motivation. Seems like.
Yeah.
When you can get an MCU movie to be nominated. What was the joke? It was like, that's like getting like a comic book getting a Pulitzer Prize. Like it's just unreal.
Hard.
There's some really good comic books.
Yeah, I got comic books on the right.
They might have some
what
of
do
my
you
ones.
say?
But yeah,
a want ad, get a Pulitzer Prize.
also like he took on, well, just doing Creed.
Yeah.
Expanding the Rocky universe in a way that you're like, yeah, cool. I'm glad this happened, as opposed to some weird.
And you did it well.
And
you
you're
know.
so skeptical.
Yeah, Creed's great.
When you do put something out there that people have already clung to as like, this is pretty perfect, you shouldn't maybe touch this, but you also would love to see more. You just know Sylvester Stallone's not going to make another. He can't just keep being that guy and getting in fights. So it was cool that there was a way, and he did a really good
that's
job.
super cool.
But I was so skeptical going into those. Like, really? And then the fact that there was a second one, you're like, no.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, go for it, Pat.
Well, I was just going to call it a few things that, maybe one thing, I guess I'm specifically going to call it as great. Delroy Lindo is so good. I'm used to him so slim.
Oh, yeah, I thought so. I was like, I think it's slim.
He is often this kind of, hard, tough character. And like how he starts, and it wasn't like he was soft in this movie, but just his kind of this folksy thing that he starts with, and it's kind of a lighter voice than he has. And he goes on all these like journeys through the movie where he's like the life of the party. He's got this horrible, tragic story he tells you, and which also a really cool part where they had just the audio backdrop of that story in the car. It was very cool.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, he just is such a good character actor. I just thought you're Delroy Lindo, but you feel like a new person right now.
Yeah.
And I was just very impressed with his ability to do that because I've seen him in so many things. I feel like, I know who you are. But
yeah, it was so nice to see him in a redeemable role too. Whereas for me, Cider House Rules is what stuck in my head. And he really is not an admirable person in the end on that one. And so this felt much nicer.
I think the two things that came in my head was Gone in 60 Seconds. The detective in that. Great part.
Cool.
And then I think Defy Bloods, Spike Lee's kind of war movie.
Yeah, me, it was only
anyway,
Cider
those was
House
like
Rules
popping in
that
my
I
head.
thought of.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Not Romeo Must Die, huh? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But
did you guys?
I
So I think Seth, you touched on this. Sorry, I'm cutting us off from some fun facts. Did you guys think this movie was very scary?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's too. There's no jump scares really. There's like maybe one or two, but they weren't.
When Cornbread grabs his arm.
Yeah, that was legit.
Like, whoa,
that was a good one.
Is kind of that's the best one.
That is the best one. The speed was so good. Oh.
Well, and also like kind of there's some suspense. You're Mary's in there eating him. And there's also the part where he comes back and he's kind of trying to talk to you through the door. Like, no, I feel much better. Like, I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Like, those are the parts where you're like, okay, these are good horror scenarios. Yeah. But it doesn't freak you out or jump scare you like a
There's
typical.
There's some creepy imagery I wish they had more of, like when Mary's walking back toward the sawmill and you see Remick like fly very briefly.
Yeah, that was
And
so
you're like,
cool.
I wish there was
You're
more
like,
of
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
would've
Where
been-
you're just like,
that
Yeah.
was surprising. That was. I figured we'd see more of that later.
Yeah.
And so I was a little surprised. And it was such a good cut that you're like, oh,
Yeah. That
she's-
would have been.
well, you get him
that would've
when he
been
first shows up, right? He kind of lands, and you're
Mhm.
like,
Hmm.
that was a far jump or something.
Yeah.
I like that stuff a ton. Again, where they're not being really on the nose about it, but
Yeah.
there's not a ton of those, and it kind of the end is real more like an action movie as
Yeah,
opposed
for
to
sure, an action movie.
a
Not-
horror movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, the horror part was when Joan, the Bert's wife, the KKK member, walks into the house. That was like a horror movie moment when she's like,
Yeah.
Bert, Bert.
Yeah, and like a little bit when Cornbread's out peeing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, there's the whispers, Cornbread,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like they
yeah.
don't really lean into it a ton. And I always want scarier stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the first time I did watch the movie, I think I was like, I wish it was scarier. But knowing that this time, I was like, yeah, it's not that scary. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that jump, the Cornbread grabbing the arm this time, I went, oh,
Yeah.
it did shock me again. I was like, hey, that's fun.
That's great.
Yeah, playing up the eyes and things like that could have been more. There could have been just more, but I also understand that they were holding back and that wasn't the focus, even though that was
Yeah.
certainly what
I
was
like
happening.
the eyes, though. I like the eyes.
It was real cool.
I thought the eyes were cool.
First fun fact.
Let's do it.
yeah.
The eyes are largely practical.
Oh, that's so cool.
Those were real contact lenses that a woman had designed, and the VFX soup was like, hey, reached out to her, and she was like, actually, because they wanted something practical that would do that sort of animal reflection. She's like, I did just sort of make these things, and they're about ready, and so she made them for
That's
the
great.
movie. The issue, of course, is when you're wearing them, you are blind,
Ah,
and so anytime they're
that's maybe
moving,
why there isn't
basically,
so much.
yeah, if they're moving or running around, it's digital eyes.
Yeah.
But when they're just acting, they're typically real in-camera effects, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the time you just digital that. But
Yeah.
They had real practical contact lenses that did that, both reflective and colorize the pupil, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Can we talk about the grossest thing in the movie? I'm curious if you know what it is. You know what
The
I'm talking about.
drool.
Yes. Oh my
That
gosh.
was by far the grossest part.
Yeah. Well, you lead
That's
up to it
also
'cause
the Marion
Remick.
stack
yeah,
scene where
Remick's
she's like,
drooling.
"Baby, you're drooling."
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a funny bit.
Well, no.
was
So
so
the
gross.
Remick one, you're like, oh, he's just frothing at the mouth because he's about
Yeah.
to eat or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, gross, but okay.
Yeah.
When they do that and he spits in her mouth, or she spits in
Yeah.
his mouth.
She was like, "What did she say? Like, you want some or something?" Or
Yeah, and you're
Oh,
like,
it's so gross.
It's horrible.
This
The
is-
I did see on the internet, people were like, oh yeah,
yeah.
because
I
people
don't-
have
I
their
didn't-
things.
I didn't think it was that weird, guys. Was that?
Yeah.
Oh, it really grossed
No
me out.
thanks.
Apparently, that was some kind of syrup. And so real again, not a fake effect.
No
It
one's-
really
no one's made
drooled
a-
into his mouth.
No one's made a
I'm
Hawk
getting
Tua
like the
joke.
chills thinking
No one's
about
made
it.
a Hawk Tua joke on this
Yeah.
one. No.
Yeah, oh
Too
boy.
soon.
Oh boy.
Too soon.
Anyway,
Too soon.
that was gross. That was gross.
That was gross. That was the grossest part of the movie.
We're actually gonna
Forget the
Truly.
gore
We're
of
gonna
his
do that right
neck.
here.
Forget
Here, Mariah.
her shoulder.
Here,
No,
this is-
no,
Mariah.
we're not.
Right.
Oh boy.
No.
Stop.
Hey, Pat.
No.
Pat, let's open your mouth.
The other thing.
Pat, you want some?
He
The other
doesn't.
thing.
Doesn't kiss his family. Come on.
The other thing. Yeah. Gross. It's going back to the smoke and stack differences. Oh, Seth. You've turned what little audience members we've had are gone.
We have back to
Oh,
zero.
we got different audience members now.
Yeah.
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 Welcome,
Hey.
new people.
Unsubscribe, please. Some cool wardrobe storytelling stuff. I mean, there's kind of the obvious, one's wearing blue, one's kind of wearing red, just to differentiate and some backstory. But like, they're dressed like the mobs or the gangs they were part of in Chicago, where Stack's got kind of a more Italian vibe with like the fedora,
Ooh.
and Smoke's got like the the more Irish
Yes.
gang thing, and it's like that's cool, and you just
cool.
get this sense, they stole from both apparently, and
Yeah.
Italian wine and Irish
I
beer.
thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I should have.
I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah. The costumes in
what
this
other-
were amazing.
Costumes,
Very
and
good.
music, man.
And the music. Yeah. It was.
How about one Wild Mountain Time when they play that?
Yay.
So good.
So good. So my childhood.
Yeah. I re-listened to that a couple times.
Yeah.
Because it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good version of that
Yeah.
song.
And he
Apparently
was
Jack O'Connell recommended that they do that song.
Yeah, and he was so delighted to get to do those songs in the movie too, just being a fan too. It's nice that people were like, not only will I do it, but I was already liking that. So
I think I only have one more fun fact that I had jotted down. And by jot down, I mean copy paste.
mm-hmm.
So, in the opening, right, it's the Choctaw Indians coming. They were hunting Remick. In that time, the Choctaw and the Irish were sort of allies.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Because everyone else in America hated both of them.
Yeah, because they were both.
how it
Hey,
goes?
nobody likes you either, huh?
Hey, cool. You want
Come
a
with
beer?
me.
Yeah, so like the Choctaw and Cherokee had donated money to Ireland to support them during the famine. And in the pandemic, the Irish donated money back to natives in America for because they're like, well, you helped us before, we're going to help you now. So it's kind of interesting
Yeah.
Irish and Choctaw specifically, I think, relationship, which is fun and weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's not a fun fact, but the whole Annie Smoke storyline, and they have this conversation when he first comes back and he's talking to her about the children or the baby. There's at least one, right? She lost. And so in the end, when it shows, she's nursing a baby and it's, the happy ending that they wanted, and you kind of just feel like, gosh, she's really needed a break here. Yes, poor lady. Poor lovely woman. That was probably one of the happier moments. And then just Sammy running into them at the bar at the end was so cool. I was happy. It was a happy ending for me. It was like, oh, that's great. Not happy, but
Yeah.
cool that they're still out there.
Yeah.
Go vampires.
What did you guys think of the transcending time musical scene where,
it felt like acid trip, but it was a cool one. They did it well, but I also was like, I don't know if this is so necessary, but it was very well done for me to watch.
Yeah. I think it landed better for me this time. Again, like a lot of things in the movie, I wasn't trying to figure it out this time. I was like, yeah,
just
of course,
enjoying it.
The musical trip through time. And then I found the edit or the medley, whatever, pretty baller. The one thing that still stands out to me is the Future Man, because it's right when it's in the future, and it's I guess an 80s guy rocket. He's wearing weird futuristic clothes. But he's clearly not the.
It's the funk.
Yeah, but it's just he looks so ridiculous, and it's the future because he shows up when they specifically say the future.
Yeah,
and I'm like, who? It's oh yeah, his future. Sammy's future.
Come on.
Not my future. That's not how we imagine musicians are,
Oh.
anymore.
Whatever. Bring the
The
funk.
musicians in the year 3000 look like this guy,
Oh. No, man. That's how all the funk bands looking.
Oh dear.
So good. Bring on the funk.
That was pretty cool.
Did anyone
Did you
find
notice all
that
the
there was?
blackbirds?
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that. That was cool. They had them
Again,
and all the
impending
wide
doom.
shots. Yeah.
Very John Woo of them.
Yeah. I do like all the
That's-
homages that they had, like inside the place where they had the cross up there that was kind of like a Wakanda tribute. And
I didn't know
what
that.
else? They had something else in there that was something to a different film that he'd done.
Oh,
The director.
I don't remember.
I feel like there was something else, but the
Tell
Wakanda
me
part,
more.
that was cool. There's like a cross up in the rafters, maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like just clearly,
Mm-hmm.
just how nested was meant to be the cross.
Yeah.
A lot of other homages. I mentioned Dusk Till Dawn. Obviously, we've got the Thing scene with the garlic
Yeah.
in the mouth.
Yeah.
What else? There's probably a bunch of other stuff I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
He referenced. It's interesting.
also
Coogler just referenced a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was inspired by not Nosferatu.
Oh,
Was it
please.
Bram Stoker's? Was it that one? Was that the Dracula that he was? There was one of the vampire ones other than From Dusk Till Dawn that he was also like.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
there's Salem's Lot.
Oh, Salem's Lot, yes, because it's also kind of
Um,
takes place in a town and people are
Yes.
trying to.
It did crack me up that he referenced The Faculty too. It was like
Yeah,
two
The Faculty
Robert Rodriguez.
was-
Yeah, I was
funny.
like,
You're
no,
like- I get From
no.
Dusk Till Dawn. I kind of still like The Faculty, but
Yeah.
it's like not. It's no. From
Inspiration
Dusk
for
Till Dawn.
your
It's
own
no Dusk Till Dawn,
filmmaking.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah, Coen Brothers stuff. John Carpenter, Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, good references.
Yeah, good stuff.
But then I think again the genius of it was how musically infused it was, both blues and folk, and then like the backdrop of Black America in the South, and you go, oh, this would the kit bashing of all these things is what makes a movie work.
Mhm.
Because any one of them, you're like, oh, sure, that's a thing, I guess. But the combination is what makes the film interesting.
Yeah.
Could you say this is the best music? Pat's favorite music biopic? I can't even say it.
Biopic?
Biopic. Because
Is it my favorite?
Pat hates musical biopics in general.
Is
so-
it your favorite soundtrack to a historical fiction movie you've ever?
Well, it kept going. It felt like it was like this is
No.
blues is
Because-
spiritual. It was it
That's the
really.
Mohicans exist.
I love. Yeah, that's true. Oh man,
leaned in.
we need Clannad to be with us for this.
Yeah.
I felt that this was so like Last of the Mohicans. It was an amazing movie that didn't give you any like lulls. You weren't like, when is this going to heat up or when is this going to get good? It was one of those start to finish, like I was in.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
There's so many that we've seen lately that I've just been like, yeah, it was really good after the first third was over. And I finally got invested in this movie. Like it was so surprising, not just that I didn't know what the content was going to be completely, but that, yeah, I was like, whoa, this is fun. This is cool.
But it's like 3 or 4 movies, really. It's like Sammy's story is kind of one movie.
Mm-hmm.
The twins setting up a juke joint and the world building you get when they come back to town is like one movie.
Yeah, his
The
dad,
vampire part is in the movie.
his dad's whole church thing and
Yeah.
the anti-music, that's weird. Oh, that was a fun fact, is the guy that played the father, the pastor, is actually a musician in real life. The one that hates music.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
The guitar. Are we talking about the guitar killing the vampires.
Yeah, and the actual guitar I think belonged to an actual musician from the
Oh, I don't
50s
know.
maybe.
I'm not sure.
See here, this is what happens when I don't write down or print out my
I was like,
facts.
you got a
That's
lot
fine.
of facts. That's yeah.
Might as well just be
No
a
one's
fact.
here.
Just
Nobody's checking them.
Yep.
This is my husband's favorite thing about me when I
Just make it. Yeah.
say things with conviction, and he's like, "Are you even sure?" I'm like,
Yeah.
nope.
That's the world we
But
live
I'm
in.
gonna
You just
say
gotta
it.
say it confidently and repeatedly, and it
Yeah.
becomes the truth.
Good thing nobody's
Ah,
listening
the
to
worst.
this.
Is anybody listening to me?
I will look up some of this and do a retraction if
There
I
we
need
go.
to.
Have the whole traction thing. That's so great.
Well, I think this part,
Remember that
you know,
night where Mariah just lied for an hour?
that's most
Which night? Yeah. Which time?
research team. I watching this one again. I think I wouldn't have minded some more stuff cut out.
Okay.
But then when I think about what I would have cut out, I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because it's either world building stuff or backstory or like kind of plot necessity. So like all of the backroom stuff, we go like, where are they? Like there's pretty, sexually explicit things that happen or get discussed. You're like, why are they doing that? And then you go, well, you kind of need this reason why people don't just barge into that room, or that they see something and they can misconstrue it as something
true.
else.
Yeah.
You're
And you're
also
like,
setting up empty
Yeah, that
times.
kind of mattered.
You're setting up empty time frames where people are just not there, and it kind of leaves it open to like, oh, what happened to them? It also throws like some
Yeah.
suspicion at people, like, is that person a vampire yet or not?
Right.
I feel like they should have done more, not of the like having sex in a back room, but just also like, where were you? Or
Yeah.
also opening it up to the
thing
availability of more special effects where people are flying or the eyes or creepiness.
'Cause
Add some
even
more creepy.
Yes. The thing part only kind of worked because they thought that one guy was killed, but he was really just sitting in a, pool of wine. Wine's not going to look like blood. That was one of those like,
And he tasted it.
clearly not blood. Either it is blood because it looks like blood in the movie, or I don't know, your wine's gone really bad. I don't understand.
That's some. It's like
Italian
syrup,
wine is thick as blood.
syrup wine. It was like a liqueur.
But like, that was the reason they did the garlic thing.
Yeah.
Was because they assumed one of them had killed the guy. But it was
Yeah.
like this weird, no one had killed the guy. I don't know. There's some stuff like that where you go, hey, did that make sense? Was it good? But I liked the garlic scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like maybe there should have been another vampire.
It would have been cooler to have cornbread do the garlic.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He should have been there
Cornbread's
for
great.
that questionable part.
That's funny.
Or there was this other weird thing that happened, like when Grace, lets them all in.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a
And-
bad choice.
And then the vampires start attacking people, and I'm like, who is that character?
Where did
Like-
all these people come from?
Yeah, it felt like we added like 5 characters
To get
to our
killed.
group.
Yeah.
to get killed. Exactly. And
But
I'm
they
like,
weren't part of
what?
the group that was sitting around eating
Yeah,
garlic.
and I
They were
honestly, I felt like I should have gone back and been like, who are you? But I
1,
didn't.
2, 3, 4.
Right.
How many?
Because like our circle in the garlic thing was like 6 people. It's
Yeah.
like 3 got killed and none of them were our leads, when the doors opened.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it more this time, having clearer expectations and getting to dig into the details versus when I saw it in the theater.
Even though you got
And I
to
was
see
kind
it
of
in the
trying to
IMAX format.
Yeah, I mean, visually and musically is great both times, but like, I think I've had this with other of these movies before, where I'm like working too hard
Yeah.
to figure out what the movie's trying to do.
Or you miss
Instead of
something
just
because you're
enjoying it.
focused on somebody you're not supposed to be focused on at that point. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, dear.
It's like
Yeah.
just shut your brain up and enjoy what it is giving you,
Yeah.
and analyze it later. But my brain keeps kind of go, "Oh, is the movie this now? Is it? What are you?" And
Yeah.
it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
we
what
as
did
we
you guys
will with
think
the
the
other
second time
9
through?
ones that we see consecutively in 3 days when they come out.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, what did you think? And is this movie Oscar award
Do
season
we
worthy?
think it's a top 10?
We don't. We won't know because we'll never get to see the movies. I hate this. As much as I push us to do these awards, I still get so angry because we're not gonna be able to see like half the movies. But
I
yes,
did it last time. They've got to be able to make it at least a little accessible.
you made it like a week before or something. Is that right?
Yeah,
'Cause
it was
Some of them
close.
weren't
Pretty
even
good.
like
Pretty close.
available till a week before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is still unlikely to win Best Picture, of course, because it's a horror.
Sure.
Horrors just don't win Best Pictures. It's probably going to get nominated for Best Picture, is what it seems to be a rather strong case. People seem to like it all the way around. The hot thing on the internet to do right now is say Sinners isn't that good, but I think it's just because it is good and people want to be.
And we think
contrary.
Michael B. Jordan will get nominated, right?
I don't know.
Director, cinematography.
Because 2 roles.
I feel like he deserves a nomination, even if it's a no, you're not going to win.
100%. That is so hard all the way around. If you looked at like how they did it, they met some new camera stuff, the Halo camera or cameras.
That
like
was cool.
It is a crazy ton of work. And like Mariah was saying earlier, it does feel like 2 distinct characters.
Yep.
They're all
good job.
kind of Michael B. Jordan, but like he's great, so I don't mind that.
Only the part in the beginning when they're standing at the truck passing the cigarette back and forth was I really like scrutinizing, like, okay, how are they doing this? Do I believe it? And I was like, hey,
what about the fight? The fight was insane.
Yeah. But that was the part where I hadn't like jumped into it yet. And so I was like picking at things. And honestly, I had very little to pick at. I mean, certainly the thing is, there's not identical twins here. So that's why I was like, you're looking. The rest of the movie, I wasn't even conscious of that. Like I had already believed, I'd already separated them. They were fine. They could be different people.
Yeah, I thought it was so smart to do that early, and then they did it more complicated than they thought they were going to do by having multiple passes of a cigarette.
Yeah.
The only thing that's obvious
and like
is the win.
Yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, you're just like, all right, everybody, deal with it. These are they're both here.
Yeah.
They both exist.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, hey, we all know what you're thinking, but here it is.
Yeah, I loved it, and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because it did. It
convinced you by now.
It shut my brain off the rest of the time to not believe that was happening.
Yeah, because then they split up for the next 30 minutes of the movie or so, and you're like, yeah, that's fine. I know that they both exist.
Yeah, and it gave you the character building you needed to differentiate them, and not just what they were wearing, but how they were acting, who they cared about. It was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he deserves a nom for that, and I feel like no, it's not going to win Best Picture. Probably no, he's not going to win Best Actor. I don't know that any of the supporting actors would get anything nomination-wise, but I certainly think cinematography.
You think so? I mean, it is cool.
Or special effects, whatever. One of those. Making it look cool.
I did enjoy that it was a easy to see dark movie.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a string of those that are not easy to see.
Yeah.
And I thought, at least my memory of the theater wasn't like too dark, and watching it again, I was like,
yeah.
It's
they did make a night
lit darkness.
Yeah.
I had to turn up the brightness on my phone.
But is there any other
Did you?
Is there any other epic-y kind of movies that are even upcoming that you're like, oh, that's going to be the one that's put out there?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like large scale, relatively higher budget kind of movies. Is there another movie that's coming that's a potential top 10?
Oh, that'll actually get nominated?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I don't know that there's anything coming out that's... as grand, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Wicked.
That was like Wicked 2.
For good.
Well,
is
sure,
good.
but that's gonna be
And
there's
one
the
battle
horror.
after another.
Yeah,
I
just have
guess.
that one. That one's probably.
I don't know what the other ones are.
Yes. Seth made some list up. I think he just picked names out of a hat. Like, hey, ChatGPT, make up some names.
I
of
went to a
movies.
couple Oscar probably gonna win sites, and they
Like
came up
Variety.
with a list. Yes, and there are some that have gotten some mad love overseas, but they just will not be released into America until too late. That's the bummer
Boo.
part. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer about that whole situation because there's
Well,
definitely.
at least we got Wicked and K-pop Demon
Oh yeah, we've
Hunters, right?
casting as a new category. It's kind of fun.
Really. This could be a good
Yeah.
casting one. I bet this would be in the
It's
for
on the
casting.
list they have for
Yeah.
casting,
Hmm.
along with screenplay.
Interesting.
I mean, he
and
wrote
production
and
design
directed,
and
right?
cinematography.
I think
Yeah,
he should
he
get
wrote it.
directing.
A lot of people say costume design something that might be one of the things,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course,
Yep.
score and music is pretty legit too.
Yeah,
That
there will
one's-
be nominations. It just
It's nominated. I think it's going to be nominated in most things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Makeup too, right? Like it's a really good one for makeup.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's a cool featurette on YouTube, by the way. If you're into movie magic,
Yeah.
Love movie magic.
pretty cool.
Corridor Crew does also an episode that features them as well for the special effects, which is pretty cool as well.
Nice.
So, yeah. This one is a high budget one. It did well in the box office, but people don't know how much it really costs, so they're not sure if it has made it even. But on HBO,
What I read was it was a $90 million budget, and it made a lot. Like 4
300
times.
or 300, 400 million. But they also say, but
As
the
another-
advertising budget wasn't quite counted into that as well.
I didn't think there was much of a marketing, like they undermarketed the movie.
It was pretty word of mouth, and a lot of stories at the time it came out were like, "Ooh, like should they have, even like funded this movie?" And it was weird, semi racist-y feeling. Like,
Interesting.
why are you talking about this movie? You wouldn't be talking about other movies.
Yeah.
And then I think it had a lot of good word of mouth post release because of that stuff. I think, right? There's a backlash to the backlash.
Which is nice that it had like natural, unfortunately the backlash.
It's like a
backlash,
movie
but
that spoke for
a
itself.
formal Marvel Cinematic Universe director and star getting love without having to pay for a ton of advertising is pretty cool. So, way to go,
Yeah.
guys.
Then doing something original.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
exactly.
Or as original as
Thank
things
you.
get.
Thank you for yeah, it's true. I mean, it's still Dust Till Dawn, but still, yeah, it's still pretty original. Guys, did you like the movie?
Sure did.
Yeah.
I hope I enjoy other movies that come out when they come out this year more.
I hope this isn't the best we've seen.
And
But,
that, yeah.
But there's so much to like about the movie. It is very enjoyable in a bunch of different ways, and so I am pleased it was as good as it was.
Yeah.
Was it as good as The Substance?
It's so different.
So different, but they're the weird horror movies that got.
I think it's way better than The Substance.
Nice.
I think it's better,
Ooh.
but it's so different that I wouldn't say it's much better in my enjoy. But see, I would rewatch this so much more than rewatching The Substance. I don't know if I could get through The Substance more than one other time.
That's fair.
Unless I really wanted to watch someone else watch The Substance, and I would sit there and watch them watching it just to see how uncomfortable they get. Yeah, I'd get a kick out of that. But
yeah, no,
I don't think The Substance holds up as a movie in the same way this does.
Yeah,
like this is. I don't have questions real outside of like why the Claren's just lazy to come home in the morning.
Yeah,
but the movie makes sense.
Yeah,
everything about it makes sense. I the people's motivations and their character arcs and all of it. You're like, yeah.
For me, The Substance is like No Country for Old Men. Yeah, it's a great movie. I don't want to see it anymore.
Oh, really?
Like, I
Oh,
gotta.
I'd
that's
watch No
pretty much
Country for
no.
Old Men
It's
again.
so
Oh, it's
no.
so good.
It makes me so uncomfortable. I'm just so uncomfortable
That's
watching
funny.
it. This, I'm like, yeah, I'd rewatch this.
Oh, it's such a good bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes you so I don't like being that uncomfortable. I don't like him
great.
sitting there having this conversation with somebody and like wondering what's gonna happen next. And that
Asking you
haircut. Ugh.
Haircut's
make a choice.
Yeah.
No.
Call it.
Yeah. I think this movie gets nominated. It'll win something weird technical. That's what I think it's going to be. That's what
I
think.
believe it.
That's what
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win
Same.
anything.
It'll
big.
win some craft thing, deservedly so.
We'll see what the soundtrack's produced too, because right, Haley could get something. She's got an original song, right? That's what that is.
Yeah, I honestly
Not that we have heard it, but
Yeah.
I guess we should listen to it maybe.
But we also have Wicked for Good, which is going to have some original stuff. We had K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hmm.
You know,
I think Golden could definitely win that for sure.
I think other stuff's going to win.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, guys. This is then the first movie in the award season. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do we think it's the best thing we've ever seen? Is it making our top 10 list?
It's better than May December, I can tell you.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah. This is the best first movie we watched in the award season. For sure.
For sure.
I'm still mad.
Melton
that
guy didn't get it.
Civil War should have been nominated, and it wasn't. And that should have been an early nomination. They just decided to go with another movie.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot
That's
of
a good-
movies that are better than, that were good that just didn't get nominated. But that's another story over there. So, c'est la vie. All
Well
right.
worth your time.
That was last year.
Guys, don't be tempted by Irish beer to become a vampire. That's the moral of the story.
If
today,
you want to be a
folks.
vampire, just be a vampire.
And
Be a
garlic,
vampire.
be a
And if you just
vampire.
want beer, have
Have a
the
beer.
beer.
Just don't drink that corn liquor. No way.
Or that goo stuff that guy made look like blood.
Well,
Yeah,
guys,
or just their mouth goo.
Yeah, don't drink saliva.
spit in my mouth, Pat. Pat. Well, that's Cornbread Patrick, and I'm Smokestack Seth and Bloody Mariah. Signing off. No, I got
Bloody Maria.
Bloody Maria.
Maria.
Maria, as E.T. called me.
Yep. Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate it. Like,
Subscribe.
and all the things.
Comment.
All that. That's all. We're all gonna turn into a vampire. No, don't come in. Pat, come in. Come in. I'll spit into your mouth.
Invite us in, Pat.
All right, guys. Till next time. See you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.